Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you're watching TTV News, some latest events in the province, and now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of August 29, Deputy Prime Minister Hồng Hà chaired a nationwide online conference on the amended land law. Attending at the provincial side, there were Mr. Nguyễn Minh Lâm, member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee and Vice Chairman of the Provincial People Committee.
The 2024 land law was passed by the National Assembly on January 18, 2024 and came into effect on August 1, 2024. After 1 year of implementation, the new policies have shown initial positive results, contributing to socio-economic development while ensuring national defense and security. Many administrative procedures have been streamlined and renewed, while state measurement content has been updated to meet development requirements. At the conference, delegates focus on contributing opinions, revising specific articles of the draft law, and proposing amendments to issues arising during implementation, such as land use planning, land recovery, explanation, and clarifications in the land rights framework, in order to meet practical demands in the new context. In his concluding remarks, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà acknowledged and highly appreciated the constructive opinions of delegates and localities. He also analyzed the existing difficulties and requested the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment to compile and incorporate opinions from ministries, sectors, and localities, ensuring alignment with the party's guidelines and central institutions on land management while meeting the country's development needs and to level local government model.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of August 29, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Hải, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Vietnam Farmland Bronx Committee of the province, chaired conference to announce the Standing Committee decision on personal work. Accordingly, decision on retirement under the Rule 17A and the Rule CDA were presented to now result, including Lê Thị Ngọc Yến, Nguyễn Văn Chóng, Võ Quốc Thắng, Phùng Tuấn Tú, Dương Đại Lộc, Võ Văn Quý, Nguyễn Thị Thùy Dung, Dương Nhân Ư, and Võ Thành Công. This decision will take effect from September 1, 2025. At the same time, the Standing Committee appointed Ma Tuấn Kiệt, Head of Training Management and Scientific Research at the Royal School of Politics, as Vice Rector of the school for a 5-year term starting September 1, 2025. Deputy Secretary Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Hải recognized the contributions of the retiring officers and the rest hope they will continue to promote their exemplary role as party members. He also urged Comrade Mr. Ma Tuấn Kiệt to uphold responsibility, honest, and contribute to building a capable leadership team to meet training demands in the new context.
On the morning of August 28, the Provincial Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, and the Vietnam Fatherland Rights Committee of TayNinhTV Province held a ceremony to pay tribute to heroic martyrs at the Martyrs Cemetery Trần Đức Camille. Attending the ceremony, there were Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Head of the Provincial National Assembly Delegation, former Central Party Committee members, former provincial leaders, as well as leaders of department sectors and armed forces of the province. In a solemn atmosphere, delegates offered flowers, incense, and observed a minute of silence in memory of martyrs who sacrificed for the independence and freedom of the nation. They later lit incense at the grave, expressing deep gratitude to earlier generations. The Martyrs Cemetery is now the resting place of 3,669 martyrs across the country who laid down their life in the resistance war against the U.S. in safeguarding the southwest border and in fulfilling international duties in Cambodia. The ceremony held ahead of National Day, September 2nd, is a meaningful activity honoring the tradition of drinking water, remembering its source, while fostering patriotism, national pride, and the sense of responsibility of today's generations in nation building and defense.
For 95 years, the party flag with the golden hammer and sickle on a red background, the star symbol of the Communist Party of Vietnam, has continuously led and illuminated the Vietnamese nation on our revolutionary journeys. The exhibition, 95 years of party flag leading the way, is a special art history space that takes the public back to golden milestones and sharp moments of the nation. We invite you to follow the coverage by reporters from TayNinhTV newspaper and broadcasting television in Hanoi.
Since the party's founding in 1930 with the steadfast declaration national independence linked with socialism, the party flag has accompanied the people through on journeys from the Soviet-Union uprising to the August General Uprising to prolonged resistance wars against colonialists and imperialists, and today's renovation and integration efforts. The party flag with the golden hammer sickle on the red background has become a source of spiritual strength, the flame that fought the will to fight and sacrifice for the people's independence, freedom, and happiness. More than just a place to reserve history, the exhibition is also an emotional journey where every Vietnamese citizen can feel the sacrifice, loyalty, and independence aspirations of countless previous generations. Very overwhelming because the colors are very revolutionary, very historical. When I went to learn about each letter, each tone in this space, I felt very proud and admire our ancestors from the past. I see that our country has developed, very proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with the powers of 5 continents. And when entering these areas, I was very moved because it recreated the heroic history. Looking back at the images of our fathers and brothers who went before us, it must be said it was very moving. Beyond artifacts and images, the exhibition also applies virtual reality technology and 3D interactive screens, allowing visitors to travel through time and experience each historical moment vividly. This helps people, especially the younger generation and students, understand the meaning of the party flag not just in textbooks, but as part of the national flesh and blood. I feel very proud of my country. I promise to study hard and behave well to contribute to the country and homeland. The exhibition 95 Years of Party Flag Leading the Way is not only a journey upstream through history, but also a reminder of the party's pioneering role in building and defending the motherland. Affirming that the party flag is the flag of faith, illuminating the nation's path forward, serving as a symbol that unites and leads the entire party, people, and army to overcome all difficulties and challenges.
The Ho Chi Minh Museum, in collaboration with the Brayunta Museum and Library, has opened the thematic exhibition Ho Chi Minh Catches the Portrait, with nearly 200 works, including painting, documentary, photograph, and valuable artifacts. The exhibition vividly recreated the gaze, smile, and figure of President Ho Chi Minh. Each piece tells a story relating the affection and respect of painter and sculptor for alcohol, the beloved leader of the nation. Notably, many renowned artworks portray President Ho Chi Minh from his youth as Nguyễn Tất Thành with aspiration to set the country, to his image as a simple and approachable heart of state in everyday life. The exhibition is among the activity marking the 80th anniversary of the August Revolution and National Day on September 2nd. It will remain open to visitors until the end of October 2025, promising to be a meaningful cultural destination that enriches the spiritual life of local residents and tourists alike.
The Prime Minister has just issued official telegram number 149 on August 28 regarding the distribution of gifts to citizens on the occasion of the 80th anniversary of the August Revolution and National Day, September 2nd. Each citizen will receive a gift valued at 100,000 Vietnam dong. In the jubilant atmosphere nationwide to celebrate this historic anniversary, this special policy of the Politburo demonstrates the care of the party and the state, fostering solidarity and joy among the people. The Prime Minister requested ministry, sectors, and localities to work closely together to ensure gifts are delivered directly to citizens as soon as possible to be completed before National Day, September 2nd, 2025. The Ministry of Finance is tasked with urgently submitting to cabinet authorities a plan for allocating funds ensuring state budget balance before August 29, 2025. Meanwhile, the State Bank of Vietnam will direct relevant units and commercial banks where the state treasury holds accounts to fully repair payment system and cash, ensuring timely disbursement.
According to reporters of the newspaper and radio and television, from early on morning on August 29, many residents gathered along streets surrounding Baden Square, such as Hùng Dương, Trần Phú, and Nguyễn Thái Học. Some families with children and rows of young people even brought suitcases, umbrella, food, and rings to seek a spot to watch the parade. Security forces were also on site early to ensure public order, while encouraging people not to gather in large crowds or occupy spaces with masks. The rain rehearsal will eventually take place on the morning of August 30. This is the final rehearsal in preparation for the rain celebration of the 80th National Day of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. During the resistance war against America to save the nation, the Southern Central Bureau Communication and Transportation Department contributed significantly to the Red Spring victory of 1975. Today, many generations continue the heroic tradition, striving wholeheartedly to contribute to building an increasingly developed homeland and country. The Southern Communication and Transportation Department was established on June 2, 1962, under the decision of the Southern Central Bureau. It was very difficult and painful. The Americans and their purpose spare no bombs and bullets against us. I also hope that the party and state will always care, and leaders at all levels will always care about how to develop even more, to have a place that connects with the young generation in the future to preserve and continue that tradition. Recognizing the exceptionally outstanding achievements in the resistance war against America to save the nation, in 2013, the state president posthumously awarded the title Hero of the People Armed Forces to the collective Southern Central Bureau Communication and Transportation Department. Many comrades have been posthumously awarded and presented with noble title and reward from the party and state. In the atmosphere of the whole country joyfully celebrating the 80th anniversary of the Postal Service Tradition Day and the 62nd anniversary of the Science and Technology S&T sector Tradition Day, along with the nation's major holiday, the Ministry of Science and Technology organized a working delegation to return to their roots at the Southern Central Bureau base, the Lộc Ninh province. We are very grateful to our ancestors, grateful that they used their freedom and effort to give us a better life. We must do something worthy of their contribution, and we will try harder, study together, continue making the country better. I feel very well and feel that I must try harder, study more, to be worthy of those contributions when I return to this revolutionary land. Continuing the heroic tradition of previous generations of father and brother, the staff, civil servants, public employees, and workers throughout the postal, telecommunication, and science and technology sector today pledges to continue the glorious revolutionary course with a spirit of pioneering innovation and breakthrough aspiration. The entire sector strives to compete and learning, training, and productive labor, contributing to building an increasingly developed country.
On the afternoon of August 29, at Sân Nam International Border Gas Station in Tay Ninh Province, delegations from Tay Ninh Province, Vietnam, and Rê Vân Province, Cambodia held a bilateral meeting to review preparations for the inauguration ceremony of the Tân Nam Minh International Border Gate Spare, serving as a basis for reporting to the Ministries of Foreign Affairs and governments of both countries. The meeting was co-chaired by Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, Vice Chairman of the People's Committee of Tay Ninh Province. and Mr. Sotaro, Deputy Chief of the Reverend Provincial Administration. Leaders of both sides conducted field inspections and discussed key issues in preparation for the ceremony, including the venue, ribbon cutting location, guest list, ceremony program coordination plan, proposed timeline, and security arrangements. According to the proposal, the inauguration ceremony will take place at TayNinhTV International Joint Control Station with the ribbon cutting held at the border demarcation line in the middle of TayNinhTV Military Friendship Bridge. About 300 delegates are expected to attend. The Department of Foreign Affairs of TayNinhTV will act as the focal point to coordinate with the Reverend Provincial Administration Office on protocol, logistics, ceremony planning, and reports on the establishment and development of the border-gate pair. Following discussions, leaders of TayNinhTV and Reverend signed a bilateral memorandum of understanding on coordination, serving as a basis for reporting to the Ministries of Foreign Affairs and the governments of Vietnam and Cambodia. Earlier, the delegations of both provinces conducted an on-site inspection of construction progress, agreed on the locations for the event, and proposed that the inauguration of TayNinhTV Military International Border-gate be held in October 2025.
TayNinh's agriculture sector is witnessing impressive achievement. By mid-July, the growing rice output had nearly reached the annual target, reaffirming its position as a hub for high-quality rice production. As of mid-July, the rice cultivation area in TayNinh had exceeded 583,300 hectares, equivalent to nearly 90% of the year plan. The average yield estimated at 6.52 tons per hectare. Notably, our more than 2.2 million tons of rice harvested, up to 1.7 million tons was high-quality rice, accounting for 77%. This reflects the growing strong shift toward high-quality rice production, meeting market demand and improving farmers' incomes. The application of new rice variety and advanced farming techniques has enabled TayNinh not only to raise productivity, but also to enhance product quality. With this pace, the growing is expected to soon complete and even surpass its 2025 rice output target. Ladies and gentlemen, during blue season, natural products, fish, eels, snake, water lily flower, lotus flower, crossed and harvested by local people and brought to market in risk, both in quantity and variety. However, this year, at this time, the blue season water level are low, and the spurling routed buying and selling sands as wholesale market are no longer like previous year. Walking around some market is localities of the Damtama region of the province. The amount of field fish is very scarce, present at Yenhukamu market during a morning market session. According to trader, this year fish coming to market is very limited, with only some types like snakehead fish, spotted featherbrack, matted fish, lumbing brush. Last year there were many fish, but this year the water rose very late, very few fish. In previous year there were many fish. In one day I could collect 50 to 60 kilograms of few fish. This year only a few kilograms. At the Hukamu market at this time in previous year, morning would be swirling with boats docking carrying many fluid season products to sell. Each day, dozens of tons of fish, crab, eels, and broth would gather here to be transported for consumption everywhere. However, this year, few fish are scarce in both variety and quantity. This blue season water come late, so fish compared to previous year there is. Last year fish quantity about 80 kilograms. This year purchase decreased by half to only about 30 to 40 kilograms. Selling price are the same as previous year, but the market now has fewer customers, so we can't increase prices. Specifically, ray and snakehead fish price 130 to 140,000 Vietnam đồng. Rate 2 is around 100, and rate 3 is 80 to 90,000 per kilogram. Few carp rice are equivalent to snaky fish, while silver bass and glumbing birds are around 30 to 50,000 depending on size. Not only fish, eel, snake, and brook, but other products like water lily flower, lotus flower, and water spinach are also scarce. Explosions bring people even sad benefit to improve their life, but this yellow water level make livelihood dependent on water even more difficult. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.